Everyone, it's Jo here and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well and having a wonderful day. If you're new here, I'm Jo. I do craft videos. I do 3 a week. I do a Poundland haul every fortnight, and then I also show my charity shop finds because I do like a look around the second-hand shops. I am a little bit of a bargain hunter. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you leave a comment, I'll reply. And if you've not subscribed and you want to see more from me, it'd be wonderful if you joined our little family of friends. And yeah, help support me. If you're returning, as always, my friends, welcome back. Thank you for your continued support. I love you all so much. And yeah, we'll get into today's video. So I wanted to do some little Easter decorations or egg trees, and I basically used near enough everything from Poundland. I picked up 2 of the pound plants, and I've used these before making some miniature topiary trees, and I've actually got another couple of these that I'm going to be using for my fairy garden. So I'll be using the pots as well for my trees. And then I'm also using some A4 white card to create the cones to stick the eggs to. And then I also used some of the green ribbon. I picked this up in a charity shop. I got 50 yards for £2.99. I don't know what I'm going to use this all. There's so much of it. I'm probably never going to use it all, but I thought I might as well start with this. And then I'm using a dark green to paint the cardboard. And then I used a pink that I used to paint the pots. And then I used 4 packs of the egg decorations. These are from Poundland. You get 50 in a pack. And then I used a couple of the carrot decorations, again from Poundland, and then a couple of bunnies to finish off the trees round the bottom of the pots. You'll also need a glue gun, a pair of scissors, a pair of tweezers, a ruler. No, sorry, you don't need a ruler. You'll need a pen and something to draw around for our cone. So yeah, we'll get into it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take these plants apart, and these are just stuck in some polystyrene, so I'm just going to pull them out. Did take a little bit of force, but they did come out in the end, and I'm just going to do that with both of them so that I've got the 2 pots, and then we're going to use the green leaves as our base of our cones. So now we've got our pots ready, I'm going to make 2 cones for the trees, and I'm going to do this by tracing around a colander that I've got. I'm just going to use half of it, so I'm going to take 1 piece of card, draw half a circle on one piece and then half a circle on another one. So we've got 2. I'm going to cut them out with the scissors and I'll be back. So I've cut both my half circles out, and then what I've done is I've cut another one just a little bit. I've cut one of them a little bit shorter than half, and this was because I wanted it to be taller than it was wide. So I'm just going to do exactly the same with the other one, and I didn't measure it, I just used a rough idea. And then once I've cut them both, I'm going to fold them into a cone shape and then glue using the hot glue gun until I've got 2 cones. And I want them to just fit over the edge of the flower pots. So I'm just going to do that off camera, and here they are. So they're both exactly the same size, and I've just trimmed around the bottom just to make sure that they were straight and made sure that they fit over the top of the pots. So now I'm just going to paint the cones in a dark green. I'm going to do 2 coats, let them dry, and while they're drying, I'm going to start to take the plants apart. Now, I didn't use all the greenery off the 2 plants. I have got some left. I'm going to keep it for a project next week. So I'm just going to work my way using half of it for now, and then if I need some more, I'll cut them later on. But I'm just going to pull them off, and then these are like little circular pieces of leaves, which are ideal for sticking stuff in the middle of. So I'm going to cut these now into individual pieces, and I'm going to leave the stalk in the center and just cut underneath the first one, And I'm leaving the stalk in the centre because this is what I'm going to use to push the eggs onto. So that's our first one. And then I'm just going to continue to do this. So again, cut underneath the next leaf, leaving the stalk in the middle. And I'm just going to do a few of these while the paint's drying, and then I will be back with the next step. So now our cones are dry, I'm going to start to glue our leaves and our eggs onto the cone. Now I'm not going to glue the cone to the pot yet because while I was making it I wasn't sure what colour I was going to do the pots. So for now I'm just leaving it unstuck together. And what we're going to do is we're going to basically stick these circular leaves all the way around the cone, and in the center I'm going to pop one of the eggs and I'm just going to push it onto the stalk that we left and then glue that to the cone. I'm going to start at the bottom, work my way around. And just hold them in place until they dry. Then once I'm happy with it, I can move on to the next one. And again, just taking another piece of the leaf, sticking the egg onto the stalk that's in the centre. And then adding a little bit of glue to the bottom of the leaves and then gluing it next to it, but making sure that the green leaves overlap. So I'm going to continue around, do the first row, and then I'll be back. So I've done the first row and then we can start to work our way up the cone, and I'm going to try and leave the eggs so that there's not two of the same colour together. I tried my best, but obviously when we got closer to the top it became a little bit more difficult, but around the base I tried to make sure that there wasn't too pink together or too blue together. And now I'm just going to start another row. So again, I'm just going to take the leaves, pop an egg on and then stick it to the cone. And I'm going to stick these ones in between the gaps of the first row. So I got about halfway and then decided what colour I was going to do the pots. I decided to do them pink, and this is just acrylic paint that I got in a set. I'm going to do 2 coats on the pots, and while they're drying I can continue to stick the eggs to the trees. So once I'd finished the trees and the pots are dry, I'm just going to do a few little bits to finish it off. I'm just going to add some of this green ribbon around the outside of the pot. I'm going to glue it in place with some hot glue. I'm going to do the same on both pots. Now that I've got my pots, I can stick our trees to them, and all I'm going to do is make sure that I put a decent amount of glue around the top of the pot and then place the tree or the top of the tree to the pot. Now that's done, the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 of the little carrots. I'm going to put 1 on each pot, and I'm also going to take 1 of the glittery blue rabbits, and I'm just going to take the metal stick out the bottom of them and I'm just going to glue them on, and you can see what they look like. So here they are, all nice and colourful and finished and ready for spring and Easter. And yeah, they were really fun to make these today. And I will be back tomorrow with a Poundland haul. I've got a lot of stuff to show you that I've picked up from the charity shop. I've got some stuff from Wish, and then obviously I've got my stuff from Poundland. And yeah, really looking forward to being able to sit down and talk to you guys tomorrow. And then on Friday, I'll be back with a beach seaside themed craft. So take care until tomorrow. See you soon. Bye.